Nation are on fire!
Fight week. Our fighters ready.
Yeah, everyone's looking sharp, ready to run some big performances, show the improvements we've made since Christmas. So this is the first Cage Warrior show all the lads are on since Christmas. Made some massive improvements, everyone individually and as a team has all improved. So looking forward to see that come into play on the weekend.
Liam Gittins!
Yeah, he's good. 135.1.
Getting your fluids in now, lad,
yeah? I didn't look too healthy before when I was talking.
How was it for you cutting weight this time round?
Good, you know what I've just been saying there, nice cutting weight at home now. Last couple I've been like travelling, so just take it out of here travelling, but as you can see it's well better this time being at home.
And how do you see your fight going tomorrow night?
Just going to enjoy it, go in there, I know I'm better than them all around, I beat him anyway. I know I'm going to break him, so it's just what round I'm going to break him in.
The easiest weight cut in my life to one bath, lost 3 pounds, and then all last night, this morning, lad, drinking water, energy gel, and still 1.2 pounds under that, so flying.
Please welcome his opponent to the scales, Nathan Fletcher!
Yeah, nice and easy, good co-main event spot, so that was nice. Weight cut was smooth as always, professional, got it done. That's it now, ready to fight, fun part tomorrow.
Closer, lads. A little bit closer.
Luke Riley's weight cut, he didn't have to do much this time, he looked better.
Literally, no, he was on weight, he made weight straight away. Basically, he was having a piss and wee in that this morning, so he was sound.
I agree 100%. I think that's 100% correct, Ben. He's very calculated in what he says.
As you can tell, Liam had a good weight cut as well.
I mean, thanks to you.
Tomorrow night, got an extra 3 lads on the show card. How'd you see it all going?
All wins, lad. Just see wins all round for the next gen as always. And then obviously Chris is fighting as well, who's been training out of our gym but still training out of his old gym as well. So 7 wins, lad. Obviously I don't see it going any other way when the lads turn up.
And whose fight have you got your eye on mostly?
Lads, all of them. They're all my teammates, you know what I mean? I always keep an eye on all of them. Obviously the one that I keep the eye on the most is probably Cullen, just because he's my weight, you know what I mean? He's fighting at 155. I always like to keep an eye on him. He's one of my main sparring partners and he's a big prospect, so I always like to keep an eye on him. But as you know, lads, Nathan and Luke, 2 fighters who are going to be in the UFC very, very soon.
Hands behind, counter with hands. Back out, circle out. The wall. Yeah.
Yes, the boys.
How have you prepared for this fight?
I'd say preparation in the camp was a bit different this time because we had the coaches go away for 2 weeks. For Leah's fight, it was like a week, wasn't it? But you know, when Ellis and Paul aren't there, you feel it a bit more. I had Conor and Frank go away. But I also had a lot of good guys in the gym. I had Luke Riley, Nathan Fletcher, Adam Wilson. He was there for a lot of my training. Matt Camilleri and others, you know. So, solid guys, train with every day. When you got Matt Camilleri wrestling on single legs, you don't have to worry about anyone cage with a single leg in you because he's the man at it, you know. I had a lot of hard sparring sessions. You caught one of them, didn't you? I went with Luke. He's probably one of the best strikers in the UK, isn't he? So I don't think anybody would disagree with that, especially after his fight tonight. I reckon he's going to show it again. But preparation, very much the same with the sparring partners. We missed a few, so I wouldn't say it's the best camp I've done, but it's a very progressive one. I also had Samir watching fights with me, studying them and stuff. He's just on the side there, but that was a big help as well, Ian. you're trying to add to your game, you want to watch good guys and imitate some of it. I did some of it tonight, but a lot of what I did tonight was from what the coaches showed me, and you know, I keep growing as a fighter and progressing, and you see it when I'm fighting.
And a bit about the late stoppage.
The late stoppage, I'd say, I didn't think I'd stop him, personally. Like, I thought if sub came up or if he looked feeble, like, no offence to him, but if he started looking weak, his stance came down a bit, he started looking vulnerable, I was always going to take it. I said that to my coach before going out. He's a tough guy. If you watch him fight Wesley Meyer, he took a beating in the first round, going in second, third, he pushed, and I always respected him more after seeing that fight. So going in, I thought, if the finish comes, I'll take it. But I was always going to conserve my energy if I needed a push, or if he hurt me, I was going to push back and take the round. I wasn't ever planning on losing a round against him, but I hurt him. The finish came, I seen him breaking after the first, going in the second, hurt him. I don't think he had many options after he couldn't get that takedown. And there we are, the finish was.
Well, congratulations.
Thank you, mate. Nah, I'll do that. I didn't want to mess that one up.
It's alright.
Thank you.
So no, it's not the way you wanted it to go, but how do you feel that you did in them rounds?
I felt like I took the first and the third. I know it was close, but you know, the damage he done. So if you go on damage, like as you can see, he's done a good bit of damage. But I did feel like I got called once for hitting. I think I hit him. He said he was behind his head or something. Well, fucking half of the laugh and 20 loud back of my head. And that's where the damage was then. Do you know what I mean? I had to move my head to look at him, to stop my head getting into the back. So that's when the damage got. But no kidding to me, it was a close fight. It wasn't clear. There wasn't no clear winner.
Yeah. You never got dropped.
Yeah.
Your knees wobbled.
Yeah.
You gave a little bit of a dance.
Yeah.
But what was going through your mind at that moment?
Bit of Bambi.
Because you managed to come back and retaliate straight after.
That's what I mean. I've shown little glimpses there of what I can do, but the majority of the fight was a bit of flat-footed, just not doing what I should be doing, lad. And now I'm like 10 steps ahead of all these kids in this Cage Warriors, but performances like that, I just need to, just use me mind, man. Just go in there and just do what I can do. Don't be farting about getting in fights like that. Dog fights when I know I can just pick him apart with his stand-up game and on the cage, get him up, breaking off, pulling the trigger, man. Just it's not the win I wanted, but maybe it's what I needed in the terms of that's just happened. I haven't lost. I'm still going 6-0. So yeah, maybe stop putting so much of a downer on myself, and I'll have to watch it back.
What's next for Luke Riley?
Chill, have some food, back in the gym. Just back to the drawing board.
Congratulations on your win. Congratulations on your win.
Thank you.
I noticed you subbed him with his own move, the triangle choke.
Yeah.
How did that feel? Do
you know what? That was the one thing I never spoke about in the back to him. We had different ways. We could see me finishing it. I said head and arm choke because a lot of people know me for a rear naked. So the natural defence to that is to not give up the back, and that opens up an arm triangle. And I was speaking to Dan afterwards. I thought I had it. He started making noises like it was going on because he wanted me to tie my arms out. I never actually had the choke. So luckily I was too smart for that, and then ended up catching him with his own move. So yeah, I was made up with that. I couldn't have gone any better. First round finish against a really tough guy, 8-1. Dan Deweese, one of Europe's best prospects. So I've just shown the level I'm at, which I knew. I know I'm at world level. I'm not at European level anymore. I'm ready for the top elite fighters in the world. So that's where I'm heading.
And basically,
sorry to f***ing ramble, mate. Ask me one question.
Fight camp went well, didn't it?
Yeah, fight camp was perfect. Obviously, I never had an opponent for the whole camp. About 4 weeks out, I got offered a UFC vet. For some reason, he went running. Then we went through a couple of opponents. It's the standard protocol. Whenever I get the first name, I don't even bother watching them anymore because I know it's going to be 4 or 5 guys down the line. Luckily, on a week's notice, we got one of the biggest fights in bantamweight in the European scene on the go, me and Dan Deweese. And it was a cracker of a fight, and I made up with how it went. And happy to come out with the win over another young prospect. Look at my record now, it's all young prospect after young prospect. Martin Yoni, Giordano, Brian Booland, now Dan Deweese. I'm taking out all the best young guys.
And I seen then at the end you exchanged a few words. What was you talking about?
I just told him to keep his head up, do you know what I mean? I've been there before. My second to last fight I got beat, and it's a tough road to come back from, but I know he's a good lad. I know he's going to go to the top of the sport based off what I've seen him do so far in his career. And I was nervous to fight him, and that says something because I'm not nervous to fight a lot of people on this level, and I knew he was going to be a tough customer, so I just said keep your head up and I'm going to see you again at the top of the sport one day.
What's next for Nathan Fletcher?
There's a lot of options. I've obviously got my eye on the bantamweight title fight that's taking place in Rome next month. I could get the winner of one of them. However, personally, I think Dylan Hazan's going to win that fight quite comfortably, and I think he's going to then go on to the UFC. So if Loughran wants to try and bounce back and take me on after that, I'll happily oblige. Or Rhys McEwen has been waiting in the wings. He was meant to fight tonight. That's a fight I've been after for a long time. I've put my name in the hat to fight Rhys a couple of times now, and nothing's materialised, so maybe now we can get it on.
Nice one. Congratulations again.
Thank you, Michael.
Nice one, bro.
What's happening? If you're still watching now and you haven't hit that subscribe button, you best do it right away, or else you're getting it